Ruth. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Sorry.
Welcome. Come in. Welcome to the Meetup space. I like your avatar. You've customized it. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good. I like the hair. Is that your hair?
It's colour.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Do you have pink hair?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
It is at the moment. I change it a lot, but right now it's pink.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Nina.
Hello. Come on in.
We got Nina's jellyfish here that she. Where did you?
Oh,
do
God.
that? Gravity sketch.
Gravity sketch. Yeah, that's my jellyfish over there. What do you think?
That's cool.
It's pretty good, right?
That's good.
I made that. That was my third time making a jellyfish. Is this my jellyfish 1 or 2?
Oh, wow, the spatial audio really I can't hear them anymore over there.
Oh my gosh!
Fan here.
Look at you flying. It's cool. It's cool. It's flying.
You're so
I don't
jealous,
wanna
aren't
fly
you?
yet. I'm so jealous.
You were so
Oh my
jealous.
gosh, this is cool. Honestly, like now that I've seen this, it's a really cool and it's something that you can just kind of set up, is it?
Yeah,
Like you don't
so with Liam, so this is with Liam and Ben. We've been working on sort of creating a space that is good for networking, but also good to showcase stuff. So all of those black things over there, that's like a showcase work. So if you have 3D art
Yeah.
pieces or videos or photos that you want to showcase, or if you there is an option to draw here as well. So maybe like a
Yeah.
whiteboard-esque thing, but
Try and get the
yeah, tablet, phone, PC, VR, you can, everyone can join in the same space, which is really useful if you're teaching. Hello, Eva.
Help me.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh my god, I was thinking maybe I'm lost because I didn't see anybody.
Oh, no. We're inside one of the showcase pieces. So,
Am I
Yeah.
in the middle of something, babe?
no.
Yeah.
See these arrows? See these
You need to-
arrows? You need to go here.
This is going to be this is 360 a 360
Yeah, arrow,
video
okay.
setup that's not playing at the moment. But yeah, the arrows are your way out to navigate. Otherwise, you'll get trapped.
Oh, so cool. Well done.
14 people. If anybody's in the lobby, please feel free to join. Make sure your avatar has the correct name so we know who you are when you come in. So Ruth, Michael, do you guys know each other at all?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want to maybe a little? So Ruth, I've actually never met before. Michael, I've never met you either. I've only seen you via webcam.
Seen over the internet.
But now we are virtually meeting. Yeah, maybe you want to do like a little introduction to yourself, because I think both of you are sort of looking for similar opportunities in the VR space.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Michael. I'm a master's student at Goldsmiths. I'm kind of currently doing my final project. I'm going to be.
Hi Ben, I can see
Hi
Ben
there.
hovering there.
Yeah. So
You've got hands!
I got hands.
Yeah.
So I've been in this room. It's the first time I've actually seen this one in VR. So it's a new change. So it's kind of nice.
You guys look great. What did you build your avatars in?
So if you go to readyplayer.me, it basically
I've seen
takes.
that one. Yeah.
It literally just takes a photo of you, and it just creates this avatar, and you can make slight adjustments to it, and it literally gives you a URL. You can just load straight into Hubs, then you get this
Oh,
character.
okay. Okay, I think Nina, you sent me that link actually, and I was
Yes,
trying
yes,
out
yes.
all of the links. Yeah, thanks.
Especially at the moment.
It doesn't have a body per se, but it does have the hands. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends on what you like. With your avatar right now, that one that Alex has, the head moves when you speak, whilst the avatar now, if you speak Ben,
Yeah, if I start talking,
you
you'll
can see his lips moving.
Yeah, you should see.
Oh,
I feel weird touching your lips.
Feels very intimate right now.
It does. It feels a bit weird. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
that is really cool actually in terms of lip sync and stuff. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
So this is a lovely, I mean, sorry I'm on a laptop, but I mean, in terms of a nice space to share, it does feel like, with your lips moving, it does feel like a big step up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, already being in this space, like turning around, this conversation right now, I keep on like checking in on you, Nina, or if I'm talking
Yep.
to you,
Same
Juliet.
here.
and I can hear the conversation a little bit behind me, but it's muffled enough for me to stay focused. Everyone's networking. It's doing what it's
know,
meant
it's
to
great,
do.
right? It's fantastic. Liam, where's
I
Liam?
remember you went to Iran
He's,
or something very
he's
early
hiding
on.
behind
I went to Saudi Arabia and I nearly
Liam.
got stuck. Yeah, I nearly got stuck there.
Oh my
I can
goodness.
hear your
Liam?
audio,
Yep.
so hey, listen to Nina.
Everyone, we shall be moving to where the jellyfish is, and we're going to do sort of mini introductions, hellos, and then we'll move on and do a bit of a showcase piece work. So if we all head over to the jellyfish, Dan knows, Dan's eager.
Oh, why are you so much? Okay, you're so quick. I need to change my speed.
Fantastic. Please create a circle. Please create a beautiful, lovely circle. Yes, perfect. Fantastic.
We're probably going to have to move quite close. I don't know what everyone's spatial audio is like. But...
Yes, get a little closer. Huddle, group huddle. Thank you so much for coming to the first Hedonist meetup. I thought it was a little bit peculiar as all immersive people that we hadn't all met up in VR because we are the professionals. We are the ones who are leading in the space, and I thought we should definitely have a meetup. So Hubs was chosen because it's so accessible, and I know that some of us don't have access to a VR headset. And then, this is a way for people on phones and tablets and computers to all meet with people in VR. The only benefit with VR people is we've got hands, so we're probably a little bit more expressive.
And my hands
Except
aren't
for
appearing
you.
for some reason. I am in VR, but my hands are gone.
So first things first, I wanted to thank Liam McHale here so much. He's created this beautiful world that you see around here. He's a world builder, and he's been helping porting over all this artwork into this 3D environment. So give him a round of applause if you can. If you have no, there you go.
I'm applauding myself.
And then I want to also thank Ben for sorting out all of the videos, all of the server stuff, and making sure that this happens. So a little round of applause for him. Woo!
And you've got to thank
Great.
yourself as well, because you were definitely involved in the building process.
Yes,
there as
I
well.
made this
And the
jellyfish. I
design.
became obsessed with jellyfish. This I made in Gravity Sketch, and it was ported over into this world. And really, I think it's a great way for if you are a 3D artist or if you want to showcase something. It just shows you what you can do with a 3D object versus just a flat image. So the first things first, I wanted to maybe do a quick introduction. Some of you know each other, some of you don't, but maybe Liam, if you can get your duck out, hold the duck and
Hold the
step
duck.
forward. Yes.
Beg your pardon. I don't think I can bring the duck out in VR. Who's in
Oh
desktop
no.
I can get the duck. Give me a second.
Can you get the duck? Okay. We're gonna hold the duck each, and then we're gonna just say who we are, just like we did at the last Hedonist meetup. So who are you? Maybe go to the center a little bit, say who you are, what your name is, what you do, and then maybe if you're working on a project or if you're looking for some help, talk to the group, and maybe someone will come up to you afterwards and say, hey, I can
There's
help
the
you
duck in front
out,
for you.
or
Oh, will you be able to pick it up?
ooh,
So
okay, I'll
Nina's
go.
got the duck.
I've got the duck. I've got the duck.
Duck interception.
So hopefully you guys can all hold this without VR, but I'll start. So hello. My name is Nina Salomons, and I am a filmmaker and an XR consultant. At the moment, I'm bringing VR into prison. I'm also working on sort of virtual reality with painting and well-being as a sort of form of pandemic counseling. And yeah, I'm so happy to meet all of you. I'm actually dealing with post-COVID symptoms right now, and I can meet you without, being scared of infecting you. And I love you guys. You guys are great. And I'm gonna give the duck to Liam.
Okay, see if I can grab it without my hands.
Can you grab it?
I
There you
can't
go.
work
Go
with one
forward and tell people who you are.
Well, I'm going inside the duck, which is interesting. Right. Yeah, so we Nina kind of covered it a bit. So I am a virtual reality world builder mainly. I got into 3D modeling through High Fidelity VR. And since then, I've been jumping around all different VR social platforms, learning their sort of importing process. I had to learn Unity to start working in alt space VR world building, and that's obviously been very beneficial for other platforms and game development stuff that I'm moving on to. Yeah, so that's mainly what I do. I'm working on. Also working with Nina on the project, the Art for Wellbeing project that I don't know if you're going to talk more about later, Nina.
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards, maybe. Cool.
Yeah, so that's me pretty much, and I want to pass it on to Ben.
Thank you. Hi guys. Nice seeing. So
Go
many faces
forward.
here.
Go step forward so
okay.
Juliet can hear you. There you go.
Oh, okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
If you can't hear me, you can make a noise.
Yep.
Cool. Oh no. Oops. I dropped the duck. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Oh, I've got it. It's okay. So I am a 360 filmmaker, and I also, I guess I'm a, there are all these terms. I guess I call myself a creative technologist because I kind of cover everything from the 360 filmmaking to the also building apps around VR and things like that. So anything VR related, I am somehow involved usually. I also teach at UCL on the master's course. Teaching on set and post-production. That's about it for now. I'm sure I'll get to talk more about myself later when I'm talking to you guys, when I know more about you. Who should I pass this on to next? Who would? Oh, we don't have hands to see.
No, we don't have hands.
All right.
Go from left and then go round.
left.
So maybe
I'm gonna
Ruth
hand
can
this
go
over to
next.
you. I think you're next.
The duck.
Oh,
Oh.
don't let it go. I'll help you out here. Try again. I just got. Let me bring it down to you. You ready?
Yeah, but what do I hold it?
I think you can hold it anywhere. You just go down.
Maybe this was a mistake with the duck.
Oh, this happens in slow motion as well.
Ruth has the duck. Ruth has the duck. I'm gonna hold
Ruth
it
has the duck. Ruth has the
There
duck.
you go.
Ruth, take the floor. Come forward. Come here,
Follow the duck.
so everyone can hear you. I will hold the duck for you.
Okay, so hi, I'm Ruth. I don't know how to hold the duck. We know this now. So I work at NBC University.
I can't hear Ruth. I don't know.
Ooh, Ruth, just a little louder.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Can you hear her now, Peter?
No.
Double check you haven't muted her accidentally, because I feel like that's possible to do.
How does one?
Well, in VR, I know it's going to be A on the controller. I think you want to hold spacebar on if you're on desktop or laptop, and then you should see it pop up with information.
I can hide Ruth. Oh shit! I've hidden Ruth.
No,
How do
Ruth.
I unhide?
Ruth is with.
I'm so sorry, I've broken everything.
If you want, I can translate. You can say one word, and then I could translate for Peter.
Yeah, shall we?
One word.
Interesting. So.
What was this? How do I put Ruth back?
Shall I just?
I don't know.
He's disappeared from my vision. I can no longer see him.
Oh, okay.
He's accidentally hid you while trying to unmute you. So he's just trying to figure it out.
Can I
Yep.
say something, Ruth?
Hear me now?
No.
Can you hear her now?
No. If I can click on Ruth's name
Strange.
in the sidebar, and I can either hide her or not hide
Well,
her.
I'm really learning things about hubs now.
Yeah,
So,
Hubs is okay. You know what, Ruth?
Audio service.
Have a whole sentence, and then I will say it for Peter.
Okay, so- Hi, I'm Ruth. I work at NBC Universal Creative TV and Film.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I work at NBC Universal TV and Film.
With more feeling, Nina.
Sorry.
I worked on the VR project last year, and I'm really interested to get more into immersive tech industries.
I worked on a VR project last year, and I'm really interested in joining you on your next immersive project.
You say it better than me. I'm learning as well. Yeah, I have a degree in animation, and I'm a little bit tech, a little bit creative, but don't really know where I fit, so I'm looking for some advice.
I have a degree in animation. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm an amazing animator, and I know a little bit of tech, I know a little bit of creativity, and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, my roots. So if you're looking for some extra bit of help, I am available.
Cool.
Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, who else wants the duck? Let's go with Michael. Michael, do you want the duck?
Yes, just see if everyone can hear me first, because I couldn't
Peter, can you hear Michael?
I couldn't hear Peter earlier, and I couldn't hear Ruth just now, even though I could hear her earlier.
We're all learning how hubs work.
Michael, but
You can hear Michael. Okay.
Michael, can you hear me?
Am I coming through? Good, testing.
Can you hear Peter?
Michael,
No.
He can't hear. He can't hear you, Peter.
Okay. Well, I can listen to Michael.
Okay, Michael, come here in the center so everyone can hear
Yes.
who you are, what you do.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name's Michael. I'm a master's student at Goldsmiths in London, and I'm currently doing my final project, for which I'm going to be helping Nina out with her VR into prisons stuff that she's working on. So I've got a sort of coding background in Unity and a bit of Unreal, and just sort of relatively recently sort of got into VR. I've been interested for a long time in sort of using VR as a kind of way of therapy for people with problems like anxiety and depression, that kind of stuff. So I guess anyone working in that sort of area, that's sort of what I'm interested in. I'd love to hear about what you're working
Fantastic. Great. Awesome. Woo! Daniel, come here. Come here. Come here, Daniel. Come here. Come here. Yes, fantastic. Hello,
Okay, so you're still
Slack
you're still holding
Babeth
duck.
777. Welcome to the group.
Hi.
Okay,
how do you
let me-
change your avatar when you're like in it?
You
Are
just
you in a
go-
headset or are you on a computer?
Yeah, I'm in my Quest.
You're you. I have no
Okay,
idea.
Let me go out and see if I can come back in.
That's all right. All right, Daniel. You have the duck. Please tell everybody who you are, what you're doing, what you're looking to do, why you're here.
All right. Yeah. So I guess my background is some is like I guess human-centered data just in general. So like cognitive science. I've done a bit like in terms of like STEM education and like analytics and stuff like that. But right now, I'm kind of split between different things where I do some stuff about being able to implement change in terms of urban health through like mental health data, through physical health data, pollutants, etc. But then some of the work I'm doing more on specifically on the mental health and design side is trying to basically bring creativity, but also technology into. So like the things that Michael was talking about is kind of a bit up my alley. And one of the projects I'm working on right now is trying to have like an accessible network of networks where people of varying skill levels and causes and abilities can kind of support each other in terms of getting projects understood and off the ground, etc. So so that's really where my motivation is. And I also do data strategy support for like SMEs. So yeah.
So basically what he's saying, if you're looking for someone who's into mental health VR and data, Daniel is the guy to speak to.
Yeah, or just any sort of human-centered data that you just want to be doing it properly or with impact. Like that's kind of my deal.
Fantastic. Great. Fantastic. Thank you. Peter, come take the duck. Come forward. Hopefully everyone can hear Peter. First of all, I want to say a special Peter is one of the guys who created the head in this group. So he's the godfather of the group. Pay him your respects. He's also one of the most talented 360 filmmakers, I think, in the world. He's one of the first ones who's played around with it. So if you have any questions on 360 film, Peter is your guy. So Peter is going to be showcasing some of his work later, but maybe a little introduction into who Peter is right now. And then we can watch his stuff later.
Hello guys, and it's good to see you all here in this space, and well done, Nina, Ben, and team for Liam for getting it together. Okay, so who am I? I'm sort of at a certain end of my career. I've been an artist, filmmaker, worked in regular film, TV industry, and slightly stumbled into 360 filmmaking through the route of just regular filmmaking and stereoscopic filmmaking, and kind of got to sort of quickly really like it, but its possibilities as well. And I must admit, I don't come from a sort of a gaming sort of background, very much experimental cinema background, and I've sort of worked, I've made animated pieces. Once won a British Animation Award for. There was a category which, at the time, I thought it was the best use of new technology, and I had Smarts Council money and messed about a post-production house called Rushes in Flame, and it was a bit of a clunky piece, but it kind of worked. But looking back on it, it was, even though it was a framed 2D animation, the kind of sensibilities were sort of quite immersive. It was something you kind of you roamed around visually in. And so I don't know. I ended up working at a company called Inition that a number of you might have been aware of. It was a immersive technologies company. It was privately owned. It sold itself, and it stumbled on hard times, I guess. And that sort of closed down. But my role there was initially working in the 360, the 3D stereoscopic filmmaking bit. Kind of headed that up. Then, as 3D filmmaking kind of went more post rather than sort of in camera creation, we started getting asked to shoot 360 pieces. There wasn't really the sort of camera technology around at the time, so we were trying to find ways to create sort of high-end stuff by building rigs, and a lot of that was based on creating stuff with sort of GoPros. So we did that for a few companies, and I found myself being sort of helming things, either as a cinematographer or sort of director, and things like Philharmonia Orchestra, the first sort of 360 3D filmed video that went on Sony PlayStation, and that did really well and got a lot of people excited. And then in the charity sector, I made pieces for UNICEF, Rotary, which felt like I was exploring 360 filmmaking as a documentary film form, where you were, a lot of the talk was about transporting the viewer, taking the viewer to spaces and places, to really kind of get understanding. And I guess along the way, it felt like filmmaking in 360 was slightly different, but similar to other forms of filmmaking, documentary or sort of pop promos or sort of classical music concerts or drama. And it feels like we're still really at the beginning, and I know there's a lot of movement towards room scale, interactive, opened up stuff, but I feel, and like to think of, hopefully Ben feels as well, that 360 filmmaking it's got a lot of legs, and there are issues at the moment in terms of showcasing work at sort of festivals where people right at this very time are having trouble sort of setting those up, but it feels like there's a lot of potential. So I am somebody that sort of works sort of for hire. If somebody wants to make a 360 film, I've got kit, and I'll sort of happily jump on board and offer what I can in terms of experience of how 360 can work, but also sort of pushing the kind of the creative sense in what, rather than just saying, okay, let's translate an idea into 360, make it a 360 dedicated piece that sort of really works for that kind of space. So I'm always thinking about how filmmaking in 360 kind of just practically sort of works for the viewer and where it sort of takes you. So I made a special little film for today's event, which thanks Lynn, Ben, hopefully we'll be able to sort of show a bit later. And it's a play with what a 360 film space is, and what kind of where you go and what you do in that sort of space, and what are the limits of kind of peripheral awareness. Anyway, it'd be lovely to get some feedback on it a bit later, and as you can probably tell, once I get going, I'll just never stop. So I'm going to stop and
Take the duck off
let
him.
you
Take the
guys
duck.
say hello.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know where the duck's gone, but
Here, I'm giving it to
Yeah.
Juliet. Juliet will
let's
be the
pass that
next
to
one.
Juliet. Yeah.
Come forward so everyone can hear you.
Thanks, Nina. Right, thanks, Peter. Is that better?
Yep, fantastic.
Okay. Well, I am a documentary filmmaker, and I teach documentary at the NFTS. And I'm doing a PhD about whether or how virtual reality can be useful in psychotherapy, with a particular methodology inner child work. And I also have been caring for my mum over the past year quite a bit, so it's been quite sporadic, my kind of commitment to the project, and in between earning money, and so I guess I'm need advice about how to make the right partnerships and fundraise, because the funding we've got so far was from Innovate UK, and it was more about developing narrative in VR and less about the therapy side of things, which we managed to squeeze some therapy in there. But I'm really interested in what Nina's been telling me today about the integrated eye tracking in headsets for therapy, because that was one of our problems on our prototype last year, was that the client didn't feel safe without being able to see the therapist in the headset and be able to make eye contact. So it's a very, very sensitive sort of space to be in, which also means it's slow as well as all the other reasons it's slow. And just finding ways to access the technology and not be intimidated by it, and basically feeling like this space is accessible is another sort of problem I sometimes have, in terms of thinking, God, it's all going to cost thousands of pounds. And actually it's just a sort of research project I'm doing. So anyway, that's a little bit about me.
Thank you very much.
Before you pass the duck on, I'm just going to make sure. How's everyone doing with audio? Can everyone hear each other? Everyone hear me?
Yeah.
There's some crackling, but yeah. Lily, do you want to come forward a bit, Lily? Yeah.
Lily, do you want to come forward?
Yeah, I'm coming. Is my audio fine at the moment? I had some issues before.
It's a crackly, but it's we can hear you.
I can't hear
All right.
Oh God.
Hi everybody, I'm Lily, and I have been at the last meeting back in February probably, and I got into this kind of network through the HTC Vive Hackathon, where with Carlos and Christina from Goldsmiths, who are both PhD students, we were working on a very interesting active listening application in VR. A bit about my background. I am a mathematician and I'm a fashion designer at the same time, so it's a bit complicated and combined. And currently I'm working with digital design tools. Okay, so the sound is it okay now?
I think Peter's...
If you stayed where you were,
sorry about that. My laptop is not really the best these days. I have been rendering nonstop. So I'm working with digital design tools, partially in fashion design, avatar creation, word creation, and I'm looking quite a lot into gamification, creating experiences in Unity, not just to experience fashion showcases, but in general, I'm conducting embodiment research. I was working quite a lot with real-time body tracking in VR with humanity, and before the lockdown, I was really starting to get ready to do real-time body tracking with augmented reality, but I had some troubles with the Apple development toolkits and just the general AR kit because I don't have a Mac. So I have a little showcase movie that I can show you guys later on. Again, thanks for Liam and Nina and Ben for helping me to kind of feature it here. It would be usually a VR experience, but I don't have a headset, so unfortunately it's just a video, but you will get the sense of how a digital collection looks like and what it can actually achieve. And then I think the interesting part is, how does this move on to create an interactive experience and not just like a runway show? I'm really passionate about opening up the definitions and boundaries of fashion, so it doesn't just end up being something inaccessible and something, on the catwalk, but it is something what everybody wears, and we all have bodies just like now, the digital avatars. I think it's really important to make people understand that digital offers so many possibilities to create a custom digital presence online. So I would really love to hear some opinions on, who has thoughts on interactive showcase ideas. And again, if somebody can help me maybe with the augmented reality body tracking, that would be amazing, because ARKit3, I'm using Unity mainly, and ARKit3 has a very good body tracking feature, but I just don't have access to the right equipment. And then there was some kind of issues with the Apple developer ideas, so I just gave up for now, but it would be amazing to superimpose my garments on moving bodies and then just move on with that. Yeah, I think that's it from me.
Yeah.
Is that with the Azure kits, or is that okay? Never mind. Actually, we'll ask those questions later. Alex.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
The duck.
Alex, take the duck.
The duck is yours.
Take it. You can do it. Do take the duck.
There you go. Wait, no, Nina's controlling that.
Just out of curiosity, how do you take the duck?
Wait.
It's with the grip. With the grip.
Yeah.
Point at it till it's blue and then the grip. Let me bring it down for you.
I'm just kidding.
I don't.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
No.
No.
Right, duck's going in the middle. Follow the duck, Alex. Follow
Okay. You know what? I'll move the duck here. Here.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. Your turn.
Someone over here.
Can everyone say something, Alex?
No, I can't hear Alex.
We can't hear you, Alex.
No. Crackly, but we can.
It's a bit crackly.
Oh my god, I'm getting jumped. Oh. This is very intimidating as I'm smaller than all of you.
Everyone, get closer.
Everyone, get closer to Alex.
Like intro going on right now.
Social distancing.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
We can
now?
hear you. It's still a bit crackly, though.
Yeah.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm winding up my hotspot because I'm waiting for my new internet.
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to say thanks to Nina, Ben, and Liam, and everyone that put this together. This is amazing. My kids just came in and like, Dad, that's amazing. That's really cool. Anyway, I'm known as the boat guy. So what I'm doing is I live on the Isle of Dogs in East London.
He's speaking. He is speaking. You might have to refresh, Lily.
Oh, Lily, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
keep going, keep going.
Okay. I live on the Isle of Dogs in East London. So if anyone's around, want to social meet, you can meet me. And I live next to the biggest boat that was ever built in UK history, which is the Great Eastern, built by a brilliant man by the name of Ingabard Brunel. And what I would like to do, what I'm hoping to do, is recreate that boat in augmented reality and virtual reality. So, for example, you could approach it, i.e., like Pokemon Go. You'd be able to see the boat through your phone, and you could go on a tour along the Isle of Dogs when it left on its maiden voyage, and you could see inside the boat. So I was hoping that you could then have a VR experience that is more immersive, but the AR experience was kind of like wet your fingers or dip your toes in the ocean, so to speak. And my idea was to recreate this massive boat. So I was talking to people within this group, and you guys have been amazing from the first meeting and has filled me with so much information. It was almost overwhelming. And now I'm into the place of just doing lots of research about the boat. I'm creating a questionnaire to find out what the public need. I've got told that there's two avenues I can go down. I can go down the route of education, and I can go down the route of tourism. So I just wanted to get your feedback, your knowledge, and that was kind of me, really, the big boat. I'm also working on a mental health play, but that's a whole nother thing that I might talk to you guys about when I've got a bit more meat on the bones. But I was thinking it was about 6 characters that are in a police.
Yeah, so I run a company called Immersive Computing Labs. We're based out in Slough, in West London. and we run workshops for education and in libraries. So that's what we've been working on. And Alex actually works with me. I met him at Langley College when we were running a VR course with Chris Long a couple of years ago.
Oh.
So yeah, great to see you guys, and yeah, it's awesome to see this.
Dr. Agony? I'm not sure what your real name is.
Oh, Dr.
I don't trust.
Can we say hello?
Actually, I keep going in and out.
Ooh, what's... Who is this?
Neela, that's...
Who is this?
That's Atif. That's Atif.
Atif! Doctor... Hello, Atif.
What's happening? Are you giving me the duck or am I...
I'm giving you the duck, but it keeps floating away. Please take the duck.
I know, it says that. You should see what my children are making. They're like, watch me do this. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like,
Yes, the duck is here. Just do an introduction.
I know why they can't get the duck. I figured it out because I've turned the mode off.
Oh, okay, right.
All right, you'll be able to
oh,
grab
is
the
that
duck
what it is?
shortly.
Okay,
It's my
so
fault.
the point is not to be near the duck. My name's Atif. I'm
Duck is grabbable.
working with a few people in here, and we're working on AR things, VR things. Right now I'm doing a thing where we're using Wander, just a really basic Wander, Google Maps, and we're doing live walks through the Olympic Park, and we're filming them, and then we're piecing them into little, really wild, small videos for Newham Heritage. So thinking about the heritage space with Mr. Immersive, wherever he's gone, and there he is. Everybody's wearing the same hoodie. That's the other thing. That's weird how we all... But and Alex and Pete back there, we're all sort of doing bits and pieces. So, but yeah, interested in heritage, interested in entertainment. And my background is very much filmmaking. I'm a film producer that's moved into the immersive space. So, and I recently saw The Mandalorian making of episode 4 about the what was it called, the volume, which really affected me. So I'm really eager to hear anyone else and their thoughts on that, and whether we can build the volume ourselves as soon as possible. So, yes, all from me.
Okay, who has not held the duck?
No one's held the duck, Nina. No one can hold the duck.
Here's the duck.
Thank you. Just yeah.
Also, it's her birthday, and I first actually, we're all here. Let's move to the birthday space.
Right, this way.
This way. Let's move to the birthday space. God damn, this duck. This was a bad idea. Where's Asha?
Wow.
So let's all sing happy birthday when she gets here, and she can do a little intro.
Oh, look at what you did.
Oh wow, happy
That's
birthday!
so
That is
sweet.
brilliant.
Ready? Steady.
Surprise party, everyone hide.
Come on, Asha.
I'm trying.
You can do it. You can do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Asha. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys. It's so great. Did you make this? Like, is there a cake?
That was my glass of.
There is a cake. There is a cake. There's champagne. There's a gift that you can't open.
Can someone take a picture?
I wish that was all champagne and a cake.
Let's get a picture again.
Do you want to hold the duck?
Nina, you hold the duck for me. 'Cause, like, I'm not in my headset. Like, I'm on the desktop right now.
Oh my god.
I couldn't connect.
Okay.
Yay!
Are you in the picture?
I wish I had hands.
Are we in the picture?
All right, ready?
Okay, ready?
3.
Yeah.
Two.
Smile.
I'm actually smiling. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cute. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. So nice of you. So good.
Anyways, Asha, here's the duck.
Just drop it in front of me.
I'll just drop it in front of you because maybe some people don't know who you are. There are some newbies in here, and maybe you can say who you are,
Love newbies.
what you do.
I can't even see it.
Yeah,
Is it
so
loading?
I'm from
Yeah, it's just
Immersive
loading. I
Gaming,
might
which
get rid of
is
the duck.
the the largest network of immersive tech professionals
Is
in
that
the
okay?
UK. So we just try to help to
The
grow
duck's
the
floating.
industry, and we're
Wanna
here to
say hi?
support. So
Okay, come.
you know, we're always looking to collaborate.
He's following me.
Your hands all dirty.
Fantastic.
So if you guys need any help with anything, or if you have any things you want to maybe do together or anything like that, just come send me an email. I'll send it in the chat.
Can we hear this loading sound? Is everyone hearing this? I need to delete something.
This way, guys. This way. Guys, wrong way. That's Peter's thing. That's Peter's thing. It's over there. Over there.
Yeah,
Come on,
I got rid of
guys.
the duck, Liam.
Oh, nice. That's what it is.
Oh, it seems like you're having problems with her. But is everyone else hearing what Lily's saying about her fashion stuff?
Yeah.
Yes?
No, I've lost her again. Keeps.
Oh, Lily, it seems you seem to be cutting out for some people. So maybe
Next
say
time, Peter.
and embodiments and body tracking, any of this stuff. So on the top, you can see there's audio here. So if you have problems with audio, you can increase it. But I'm going to press play right now. Is everyone seeing this?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Audio? You're getting audio?
Are you guys all getting audio?
No, I'm not getting the audio. Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
All right, move back so you guys can see the full bit. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Just to kind of point out, obviously this looks very fashiony at the moment, but I find it very important to make people aware that it's not just about garments, it's actually about interaction, because digital content is only interesting when you can really immerse yourself into it. So for me, it's really important to create game experiences and AR and VR applications where you can kind of process this information. So having digital garments is one thing, but expanding on a whole universe is much more important for me. So I'm very happy to chat to anybody just about game development. And as I said, the body tracking is a key thing in my work. So with the augmented reality part, I would really like to work with somebody, because the VR is quite easy. I did quite a lot of ragdoll control, human IK, and then you could try on the garments.
Right.
But I think the next step obviously is using some augmented reality. So I mean, I did already do a basic application, but again, if somebody is interested in it, please talk to me.
Yeah,
Sorry, Lord, you can't hear what she's saying.
You can't hear.
The next bit is Peter's work. So now we're heading over to the big globe over here. So if we can all just head over to the big round circle that's in the sky, I think we can give it a go. So
Can I just introduce it first, or?
Yep. Go ahead, Peter.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Yeah, I'm sort of in the middle. So I made this especially for this event. So it's a 360 film. It's in 3D, but I'm not sure.
Sorry, I had to change it to mono, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's not much. But, so once upon a time, one of the things that I was kind of interested in was the idea of found footage, people remember this. There used to be in Soho the bins outside of labs. They just chucked away loads of film. You could go and grab bits of film, and there was a whole kind of genre of filmmaking which was a little bit, you'd be playing with different types of footage and imagery and bashing them together to sort of see what kind of came out. Anyway, through sort of working at Initiative, I went on to quite a few shoots and ended up with quite a lot of footage that this took me a sort of few days to put together, and I thought it'd be good to sort of show it to you guys. And I think there's some concepts there about the idea of a 360 space, which is a kind of perpetual space. It's a never-ending space, and then I was trying to think what's the opposite of perpetuity, and I thought it might be change, but that's kind of wrong. So anyway, there's some ideas in there, and I'd love to sort of see how you guys respond to it. It's 3.5 minutes, and let's go.
I feel like I can run and jump in, but I can't.
Wow.
I feel like running and jump in, but I don't.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that is cool.
Whoa.
Hey. Thank you, Boatman. Thank you.
Like the boat, Lloyd.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh my god. This is
Oh, wow.
such a transition.
Yeah, look, the cave is still there. You might have to refresh Piotr.
Okay.
How's it running for everyone?
Piotr's having problems. He's not seeing anything. Someone else has to refresh as well.
No, I just see the sphere and that's it. I don't see the raw at all. I mean,
Okay.
the video at all.
Yeah, we might have to.
But I'm imagining
work
it's
out.
great, you know.
Yeah, we're probably going to work out there's probably some limits to how many people you can have in a space while playing a 360 video, and we've probably exceeded it.
Which country is this? America?
Are you asking about the White House?
Oh wow, there you go.
Whoa, now we're going back out of the cave.
The arrow.
Very cool.
I like that transition.
I love this transition.
Ooh, really cave.
It does make me feel a little seasick, I have to say. Whoa.
I just want to jump in the water.
Peter, I haven't done something like this before, like all together 360 like this. This is cool.
It's
really
You're getting real-time feedback, like in a cinema.
Yeah.
That was an odd.
Well done.
Thank you.
Woo!
Did you round of applause?
Congratulations.
That was
Thank
an
you
odd,
so much. That was brilliant.
That was an odd showing experience. With everybody sort of, yeah, it's like showing it in like an igloo with
Igloo.
standing around,
Yeah.
So one of the questions you sort of address as a filmmaker is like, where's stuff going to be shown? Is it going to be in a headset? Is it going to be scroll around on YouTube, or is it going to be an igloo and stuff like that? So, sometimes you make things and you kind of think, well, it's primarily for a headset.
How long did it take you to make that?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's footage that I'd shot for other things. The Washington stuff, I was in on an assignment to go and fix something for when I was at Nishan, and I had an afternoon off.
Was there more? That was it.
Yeah,
Can you
so I
go-
went.
Sorry, Lloyd can't hear you, I don't think, Peter. That's why he's.
Oh. Oh, you guys
This is great. He's been talking to you this whole time, Lloyd. Yeah.
You guys are talking to Oh man.
Okay, this is.
I don't know why this. We need to figure out with
we're gonna-
Hubs,
we're gonna
but
speak
you
to- we're gonna
guys
speak
need
to
to have a
Hubs.
conversation.
We'll
It
speak
seems.
to Hubs, yeah. So
How do you guys like this for a meeting space? Does it work for you guys? Is it bad? Like I know we've got some audio issues, but
No.
I wish I could use hands.
And I can hear everyone. It's cool.
I actually think
you guys seem to like it.
I love it.
So good.
You can step away and
Yeah.
have a conversation. You can step away, whereas on Zoom and stuff, you obviously couldn't do that. So
Yeah, exactly. This was a sort of a trial. You guys are the first ones to try out and see if it works out. And we were going to get feedback and see if it would work, if you guys did like it, and if you guys didn't like it. If you guys didn't like it and it was terrible, full of like tech problems, we'd be like, nope.
yeah.
But so far, it seems like we're just having a lot of audio problems.
That no one said that though, Nina, and so I'd probably be a bit disheartened if everyone was like, "This space sucks."
As well. I mean,
This is brilliant. I could be in here for hours just running around, but it was.
no, that's a
It's
really
really
nice
nice. It's
idea,
really
Nina.
nice.
It's a
I
big
yeah.
enough space to break out, isn't it? It's perfect.
There is a maximum of 30 people. That is the biggest problem. So you can't go
Oh,
over
so
30 people.
Yeah,
Right.
I think again we're going to get more. Their audio server's going to
So
probably
it's
have
first
issues
30 and that's
with
it.
people. Yeah, because I think I'm not even
audio
sure if Lloyd can hear me. Lloyd,
What are you
can hear
saying? What's he saying?
me? No, I don't think Lloyd can hear me.
I said it's the first 30 people, and then that's it.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of did an Eventbrite to kind of figure out how many people were going to show up and make sure there weren't going to be too many. But we had the opposite where we had too little. So we were like, yeah, everybody come along. Have a bye, Asha.
Bye. Wait, Nina.
Yeah.
I'll give you a virtual hug.
Oh, yes.
Hug.
I miss you. I miss you too.
God.
Yeah, Daniel, maybe you guys can exchange emails or something.
Yeah, because what is it that you said
Yes,
you're
I
applying to
will find Daniel.
I can hear you, Peter.
Guys, I gotta go because I'm gonna have to head out. But yeah, thank you guys for setting this up, and Ben, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. This is great. Works really well.
Despite the bugs. Good stuff, Nina. Thank you.
I'm gonna head off, guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you.
Thanks, Nina. Thanks for having me.
Bye. Bye.
See you soon. I'll
Bye.
speak to you soon, Nina.